Hey everyone, it's Kristen. So these are the videos for Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. Like I said, I got behind and and it's super cold here, so I'm wearing this coat. We're gonna try to make this quick so I can turn my heat back on. Yeah. So for this one, we have on Tuesday, we have Kang, which he's been in here before. Uh, so I've talked about him before, and I've also put a description of the comic book reviews that I've done that focus on him. So I'll put those in this description too, if I can remember. And we also have Ronan the Accuser, and gives his stats, which these are my favorite ones, the stat ones, because it's just really interesting to see, to see how his stats line up with other heroes and villains. So his first appearance was in Fantastic Four 65, August of 76, which there's a lot of characters that appear in Fantastic Four. I feel like that and Spider-Man were the two most popular titles at the time. I mean, don't quote me, but I think so, because there were a lot of first appearances in Fantastic Four. So intelligence for him, 4, strength 5, speed 7, durability 6, energy 6, skills 6. Wow. Like he's almost maxed out in pretty much almost everything. So you compare him to Kang, which I thought had the most well-rounded, highest skills so far. Kang, intelligence is 4, strength 2, speed 7, durability 5, energy 6, skills 4. So, if you're to go by just by these stats, Ronan could easily best Kang, but obviously we know that that's not the only thing that matters. And he has the universal weapon, which has all kinds of, gives him all kinds of crazy powers. I don't even remember all of them. It's molecule displacement, controls gravity, um, energy, cosmic energy, all sorts of things. Like time displacement, I think basically he can slow his enemies down or something. So anyway, so it seems like, yeah, as of now, Ronan seems like, he does. He has the highest overall skill stats. So, and he's third in terms of the Kree hierarchy, with supreme intelligence being the first, and then I forgot who's second, but he's the third. And of course, at one point, he got so overly ambitious that he killed the Supreme Intelligence to take over the Kree. And there was also a random time when he married Crystal of the Inhumans, because the Inhumans sought an alliance with the Kree against the Skrulls. And that was one of Ronan's conditions, that Crystal had to marry him. And it was later dissolved by Black Bolt when, the Kree Empire kind of fell apart. But yeah, that was kind of a weird twist, and it seemed kind of like the marriage of Emma and Tony. It was kind of like a convenience or political or whatever, but they seemed to end up actually liking each other. Same with Ronan and Crystal. They seemed to actually, like each other in the end, and they were kind of a little disappointed that it actually ended. Like I said, comic books, soap opera, same difference. Sometimes it seems. So for this, stamp 24 is Falcon, which it's interesting because for this one, they put Falcon on Valentine's Day because that's when the new movie came out. But of course, with this being the stamp series and going in order, they couldn't quite put Falcon, on Valentine's Day when the movie came out. So this is from Ghost Rider 5, 74, Conan the Barbarian, 42, 74, September. Creatures on the Loose, 33, January 75. Okay, I'm going to have to look that one up. Creatures on the Loose. I'm not sure what that one is. Doesn't sound familiar to me. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look that one up because I'm not sure. So, of course, this is not from his first appearance. Because when he first met Captain America in Captain America 117, he wasn't a hero yet. It was Captain America who convinced him. Well, here, I'll just tell you the little backstory before I show you where that's from. It was Captain America who convinced him to become a hero, and they designed the costume together and they trained together. And because he like has, okay, so I miss them kind of doing, I get it, it's a little bit harder to explain, it's a little bit weird, but I miss them in the movies and shows doing the whole, he has a telepathic like empathic connection with birds, and he can even like see what they see. Like I missed that in the movies, in the shows, because I thought that was really cool, a really cool thing. Like he develops this rapport with his pet hawk, Red Wing, and so he answers an ad, like a Craigslist ad for a falcon hunter, a falconer, because this group of guys, they're out hunting and stuff like that. So he answers the ad and he goes to this island and he finds all of these guys. They call themselves the Exiles, and apparently they're Nazis, and they had taken over the island and like enslaved the locals. So that's when, he meets Captain America, because he stays, Falcon stays to fight this injustice, because growing up in Harlem, he saw injustice, and, his dad got murdered. When he tried to break up a fight, his mom was killed by, gun violence 2 years later. So he's always been, very concerned about the people and concerned about social justice. And so he saw these people being oppressed, and so he, said, "I'm going to stay to help. I don't know what I can do, but I'm going to stay to help." So that's when he met and befriended Captain America, and Captain America was the one who encouraged him to become a hero. So, I mean, I wish they would do. I mean, of course, he in the movies he has Red Wing, his little, mechanical bird, but it's just not the same thing. It would be cool to see his actual connection with actual birds, but that would be, I guess, a little bit weird in the Avengers, aspect of things, considering none of them have just like powers, so to speak. They were all kind of given their powers. I'm talking also about, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, since they, made them into science experiments in the movies, since they couldn't say mutants, since they didn't have the rights to that anymore. Anyway, I still view them as mutants, and to me they always will be, because that's what they're supposed to be. That's what they started out as. But anyway, that's another topic for another time. I'm sure I've ranted about that in this, on my channel before. It bothers me when they change fundamental things about the character to make it line up with like movies or whatever. It bothers me. Anyway, so like I said, that probably wouldn't fit with, the other Avengers, kind of, because that seems like not, it seems more of like a random thing, random power to have. Anyway, so, and then Black Panther actually gives him this like harness that allows him to fly later. So anyway, this image is from Captain America 170, where the stamp comes from. And at one point, the Red Skull had convinced Sam that he was this professional LA gangster criminal, and that the cosmic cube had been used to wipe away that personality, because Red Skull was going to use Sam as a pawn. So there's been times when it's it's weird because he's been like he's reverted back to that personality because people have like convinced him that that is really was really him. So, and of course with comic book history being as long as it is, things always get a little muddled and origin stories always change, you know, a little bit. So, but the main thing is the origin story should be, you know, the same for the most part. Like I said, it bothers me that they're like, oh, they're mutants. No, they're not mutants. Just science experiments. They could even keep the whole science experiments because, you know, the high evolutionary did kind of like tweak their genetics and stuff, you know. So they could have left it, but no, they're like, no, we're doing away with mutants, period. They're not mutants anymore. So anyway, like I said, that just annoys me. But I think it would be cool if Marvel actually brought back his ability to communicate with birds, like in the movies especially. But I'm sure a lot of people would think, well, that's weird and random. So anyway, so okay, well, I will see you guys again Friday. Yeah, Friday. I was like, what day is it? Oh, sometimes the days run together. I thought yesterday was Monday. No lie. I was telling people all day at work, oh yeah, it's Monday. It's busy because it's Monday. No, it was Tuesday. Like I said, sometimes the days just run together. So, okay, well, I'm gonna go so I can turn back my heater on. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.